Expats, same thing. You're no longer living in the US, but you still own the property in Florida, the real estate in Florida. Try living in Brazil or anywhere in Central America, even Canada or Europe, and find a notary who can notarize your signature quickly. Most of these places you have to find a notary and set an appointment, and it's days out. Or worse yet, you have to go to the US consulate or an embassy, and that's an appointment that's weeks out and days out, and it's a hassle. Hey everybody, this is Joe Seagle, your estate planning and asset protection attorney here in Florida for real estate investors and other small business owners. I want to talk to you today a little bit about the convenience of the land trust. A lot of people don't think of the convenience value of a land trust, especially when you have a third-party trustee. But let's talk about it in the context of real estate investors or expats or other foreign owners of property that's in Florida, real estate in Florida. And especially real estate investors. I know so many real estate investors out there have virtual assistants and physical assistants who handle everything for them, soup to nuts every day. They handle talking with their buyers and sellers. They handle the transaction coordination. They prepare the contracts. They get the contracts signed. They deal with the title agents. They deal with lawyers. They deal with everything else to get this transaction not only found, under contract, and through closing, but they're just your right-hand person to be there to make you look good and help you out in so many ways. However, when it comes to time to close, if you are not using a land trust, you have to be the one to sign the documents. You have to find a notary, find witnesses, print the documents, sign them, get them witnessed and notarized, get them scanned into your system, emailed out to everyone, put into a overnight package and shipped back to the title agent. Or you have to physically go to the title agent to do your closing. And I don't understand why any real estate investor who has assistants who handle everything else for them, soup to nuts on a real estate closing, then go, but I stop my day. I will leave whatever I'm doing and go and deal with this logistical drudgery of getting a closing signed. So why not use a land trustee? Because when you have a land trustee, that is just that last step off your plate. That's the last piece of the real estate transaction that you don't have to stop your day and worry about. So you can be in Bora Bora, Tahiti, wherever you want to be on vacation, deep sea fishing, whatever, and you're still making money because you're not having to spend your time printing documents, signing documents, and mailing and scanning documents. You're not bothered with that. Everything comes to us as trustee. We take care of printing, signing, witnessing, notarizing. We have full staff here in the office every business day. And that's what we do. We coordinate closings. It goes to you, you review it, you make sure it's okay. You send us a text, you send us an email and say, yep, looks good. Go ahead, sign it. We take care of it from that point on. Money shows up in your account. You don't have to think about it. It's over. So expats, same thing. You're no longer living in the US, but you still own the property in Florida, the real estate in Florida. Try living in Brazil or anywhere in Central America, even Canada or Europe, and find a notary who can notarize your signature quickly. Most of these places you have to find a notary and set an appointment, and it's days out. Or worse yet, you have to go to the US consulate or an embassy, and that's an appointment that's weeks out and days out, and it's a hassle. So expats, foreign owners, same thing. You're going to have to go to a US embassy or a consulate, and you're going to have to find a notary, not a solicitor, who can notarize your documents as you sign them. And again, it's a hassle in a foreign country to deal with that. Plus, when it comes back to the US, there's a lot of other paperwork that goes along with it. But if you have a US Florida-based trustee acting as your trustee, and we sign it, and it's a Florida notary with Florida resident witnesses witnessing the documents, and we just handle it for you, that is that much more convenience for you. So I always like to point that out. It's just one more convenience of using the land trust for folks, for real estate investors, expats, and foreigners. 3 groups of people who have found our services just invaluable for them in the amount of time it saves them and hassle and just the drudgery of getting through a closing, whether they're buying or selling. It just makes it so much easier when you have a third-party trustee, local in Florida, that this is what we do. We're trustee of well over 2,000 trusts at any one time. We've been doing it for over 25 years in Florida. We've written the book on it. We helped write the law on it. It's what we do. And we're lawyer owned, lawyer operated, paralegals, legal assistants. Everybody working here is extremely versed in land trusts in Florida. So if you want a professional trustee to provide that convenience, that ease of ownership, purchasing, selling real property in Florida, give us a call. Thanks for listening to this edition of Trust This. If you got something out of it, please press like and subscribe and give us a 5-star review to help us reach others who can benefit from this series. Until next time, keep aspiring to a better life.